Hello children, again I am here with another video on the topic models. I welcome you in my class. This is your English grammar class and we are going to study today models. As we are studying since 2 days models and we have discussed about permission, ability. Which are the models are showing permission and ability. Today we are going to discuss about models which can show or express possibility. So these models are can, could, may and might. These models can show possibility. So first of all we will revise the models which we have studied earlier. Before going to start today's topic, possibility, we have to revise the earlier topics which we have studied in this chapter, models. Ability can be shown by the can, could and able to. Obligation, advice and suggestion should be expressed by the should, can and ought to. And next, the permission, can, could and may. These are the models from which we can show permission or ask permission that we have discussed in our earlier video. Today we are going to start possibility. From can, could and may, might, we can express possibility. So let's start. First of all, we are going to discuss about how to may or might can show the possibility. So now, possibility is shown by may and might, can and could. So these are the words or models from which we can show the possibility. How it's possible to anyone to do the work that is shown by these may, might, can and could. How may will be expressed. May is showing a good possibility. It means it is a stronger possibility than the might. So it is showing, it indicates more possibility than might. So it can, you can say, good possibility. It is more stronger than might. So that is why we can say this is good possibility. May can show the good possibility. It is much stronger than might. So I am going to give you one example how to show the possibility through may. So the example is father may be attending meeting in his office today. So here the possibility is there that father may be attending the meeting in the office today. So there is a possibility, but we are not sure about it. So that is why we have used over here may, because it is having a possibility, but we are not very sure. Maybe father is attending the meeting in the office today. So there is a possibility, but not very sure about it. Now we are moving to the might. Might can show less possibility than may. So it is showing less possibility than may. So this you can say this is weak possibility is there. So we can write weak possibility. Possibility is there. So that is why might will be used. Now might will be used as in the present tense of may also. So it is used past tense of may. It is also used as the past tense of may. And conditional. When the condition is given over there, that time it is also used might. Suppose there is a possibility to come, might he come. So these type of the possibility, if the condition is there, then we are supposed to use might over there. For example, I am going to tell you, if you speak to him, might he come? It means the condition is there. If you speak to him, might he come? It means it's this sentence having condition. That is why we have used over here might. Now this we have understood, that is may is having a more possibility than might, and it is called good possibility also. And in the might, this is less possibility than the may, and weak possibility we can say. And sometimes it is used as a past tense of may. It is also you know this. And sometimes it is used when we have to express the possibility, or we are expressing the conditions. When the sentence is showing condition, if it is will be there, so it will be done. So that time we can use this might. So let's move to the next model, that is can. Can indicates general, and occasional possibilities. So when we are supposed to say I can go with you, it is showing the general and occasional possibility. If you have to show in a general and occasional possibility, you can use I can do. So there is a possibility of doing that thing. So that time we have to use can. And it is also used, sometime it is used as a, you can say, general possibility. In that general possibility we can use this. So in the example we can write over I can go with you to see the match. So here you can see it is showing the general and occasional possibility. So it is used there. Now we are moving to the could. Could can show the possibility which is less than can. Whenever there is less possibility, then we are supposed to use could over there. So that we always keep in our mind. When we have to show the less possibility than the can, then we are supposed to use could over there. So less possibility than can, and it is also used as a past tense of can. Can in the past tense become could, so that time we can use could. And the third point is conditional. Conditional as we have discussed about might also. Whenever we are going to show or we are going to express the condition, then we are supposed to use this could. If you speak, he could come. So there is a condition. So that is why whenever we have to give the condition in any sentence, then we are supposed to use could and might. And it is also used, both are also used as a past tense of, this is might is used, the past tense of may, and here can is used, the past tense of could, can. So this way we have to learn, and you just take the picture or a screenshot of this table, so you can learn it also, because this is very important. Possibility can be shown or expressed by may, might, can and could. So now we are moving to solving exercises which are based on these models which can show the possibility. So this is on page number 90. You just take out your Mastering Grammar book, that is on page number 90, Cardova publication, Mastering Grammar book, page number 90, and we are going to solve exercise number D. So let's start exercise number D. Now fill in the blanks with may, might, can or could according to the suggestion in the brackets. Where it is required, we can fill it. He bought that she dash be at the office in the afternoon. Generally possibility in the past. So general possibility, where we have seen in the could. So thus we are going to write could. This is exercise number D. And 1 we are going to fill could. In second, it dash rain tomorrow, and in the bracket it is written weak possibility. So which model can show weak possibility? Then may, so it will be might. So we are going to write it might rain tomorrow. Now 3. If you call him, he dash attend the function. A very weak possibility. Now here we have to use could. He could. If you call him, he could attend the function. So here we have to show the weak possibility. Now we are moving to number 4. Number 4 is he dash be doing his homework this afternoon instead of sleeping. In this we have to show weak possibility. So what we are going to write over here? Might. Now in number 5, they dash be waiting for us at the station. In this we have to show weak possibility. So what we are going to use over here? Again, might. It means they might be waiting for us at the station. Now number 6, the television channels dash show the match since it is of great interest to the people. Occasionally possibility. So occasionally possibility will be shown by can. 6 we are going to write can. So the sentence, the television channels can show the match since it is of great interest to the people. So now we are moving to number 7. So number 7 is Soha dash be in her room right now. So in this we are going to show good possibility because it is written inside the box. Good possibility. So which model can show good possibility? It can shown by may. May. So 7 is Soha may be in her room right now. Now we are moving to 8. Your sister is studying medicine. She dash tell you clearly about the nervous system. So here good possibility. Now what we are going to use over here? May. So in number 8 we are going to use may. Your sister is studying medicine. She may tell you clearly about the nervous system. You have to show good possibility, and good possibility is shown by may. Now we are moving to number 9. I dash come tomorrow to meet your father. It is having general possibility. So general possibility can be shown by can. So this is number 9 is can. I can come tomorrow to meet your father. Now on number 10, she dash come tomorrow to meet your father. So here we have to show weak possibility. So we are going to write might, because it's showing the weak possibility. Now she might come tomorrow to meet your father. So this way we have completed this model and we have completed this exercise also. Now we are moving forward in the next models, that is shows prohibition. Prohibition means there is a obstruction or obstacle over there and you cannot do this. So this type of the prohibition is called, or it is given by must not and ought not to. Must not and ought not to. So these two words can show the prohibition. So let's start learn about this prohibition. Now prohibition is shown by must not and ought not to. So these are the two models which can show prohibition. It means it is prohibited to do. So that is why it is called prohibition. So it is divided, or you can say there are two prohibition words, that is must not and second is ought not to. Must not, first of all we have to talk about must not. Must not, it is giving you sense, it means it's having a compulsion. Compulsion to not to do this thing. You must not do this thing. You must not tear this page. So it is having a restriction that you are not supposed to do this. That is called a strict prohibition. It means you are not supposed to do, or you just not dare to do this because the prohibition is given over here. So it's having a strict prohibition, strict instruction to not do these things. That time we just using this must not. And now here ought not to, it's slightly lenient than must not, because it's having it's not having a very strict instruction, but it is an instruction about not to do this. But there is a possibility you can do, but it is instruction that there is a prohibition. So first of all, we are just going to learn about must not. Where we should use must not. First of all, must not indicates that something not be done because it is rule. So there is a rule to tell you that you must not do these things because there is a rule. So here is a compulsion, or you can say very strict order about that you cannot do these things. So what are the things? How do you express? I am giving you one example that you must not talk on the phone while driving. Yes, so it is prohibited, because if you will talk while driving, so what happened? Accident will be happen. So this is the prohibition that you must not use your phone during your driving a car or motorbike or anything. So there is a rule. So you must not use this. So this type of the rules can be shown by must not, because it's a, you can say, strict prohibition. You must not. But some people are doing this is very dangerous, because if you are picking up phone while riding your bike or while driving your car, so it is very dangerous. Any time your accident, you can face the accident. So it is very dangerous. If the government is telling us about anything which is better, or you can say which is beneficial for you, so you have to do. That is why it is a rule. You must not talk on the phone while driving. So this we are always keeping in mind. This is the prohibition. You must not spit on the road. So this is also a prohibition. But very few people are obeying this. Why? Because there is no penalty. Some places they are having penalty. That is why they just not spitting on the road or on the roadside. So spitting is also a prohibition in that particular areas which are dignified our cities, or the places where we have to we are roaming in the garden or anywhere in the public park or in the public places. You must not spit. Okay, so these are the rules you have to be followed. That time we have to use this must not. So this we always keep in mind. Wherever some rules are there, it is for the beneficial for the public or for anyone, so you should use must not. Now we are moving to ought to. Yesterday we had talked about when we are supposed to use ought to. Ought to, it means you are having some rules that you have to follow, but it is depend on your choice. It is the suggestion it is given to you that you have to follow. But if you are not following, it is your choice. But it is ethically or morally it is wrong that you are not following that rules. Because if you are not following the rules that you are taking care of your parents, so it is ethically or morally it is wrong. But if you are not doing, there is no supreme power to tell you that you have to do this. But it is your morality that you have to do this. that time we are supposed to use ought to. But here we are talking about prohibition. Prohibition means where the things are not allowed to do. So that time we are using ought not to. So it is, you can see, less prohibition is there. Must not is a strict prohibition, but ought not to is a less prohibition, but it's having a prohibition. So let's talk about ought not to. So what are the features of this that we are going to discuss? This is indicates that something should not be done because it is a duty. So it is your duty. Whenever ought not to or ought to is showing or expressing, so that ought to or ought not to is showing or talking about the duties of a person. So here indicates that something should not be done because it is a duty. So if I am telling you, you ought not to walk in the class while teaching, while learning. So it is your duty that you have to be sit on the chair properly and you have to listen the teacher. So that time we are not supposed to walk. So it is your duty to maintain discipline in the class. So that is why it is written, indicates that something should not be done because it was a duty. It is your duty. So if the duty is going to express or duty is going to be expressed by that you are not supposed to do that, so that time we are using this ought not to. This must not, it is a rule. It is showing the rule, and here ought not to is showing your duty. So it is little lenient than must not. So this way we can understand. So it is talking about your duty and it is talking about the rule, the strict prohibition. So that these two are showing the prohibitions. So let's start solving the exercise. I hope you have understood this concept of using these models in prohibition. So we're just starting our exercises. You just go through this and take a screenshot also. So this is screenshot can be helpful. So let's take. So I hope you have taken, and now we are moving to solve the exercise. So the exercise is E in your page number 91. Page number 91 in your Mastering Grammar book. This is exercise number E. E we are going to solve. This is, and you can find this exercise on page number 91. Fill in the blanks with must not or ought not to. Both prohibition we have to use. Where is a rule we have to use must not, and where there is a duty you just write down ought not to. So fill in the blanks with must not or ought not to. First, you dash tell lies to your elders. It is in the bracket, it is written duty. So duty, for duty what we are supposed to use? You ought not to. So in first we are going to write ought not to. So you ought not to tell lies to your elders. Now second, we dash talk on the mobile while crossing the road, and it is given in the bracket rule. So you must not. Must not. Now third, you must not talk on the mobile while crossing the road. Now third, we dash disobey our parents. So this is our duty. So duty is written over here. We ought not to. Third is ought not to. We ought not to disobey our parents. This is our duty, that we ought not to disobey our parents. We have to follow their rules, or if they are telling something, we have to follow this, because they are telling us something of our betterment, for our benefit. Now we are moving fourth one. We dash use our mobile phones inside a hospital. It is a rule. So we must not. Now, we must not use our mobile phones inside a hospital. Always it is written on the plates that you must keep out from the room, or where the patient is lying. You are not supposed to use your phones over there. So, because it's quite disturbing for the patient. Now fifth, students dash leave the classroom before the bell rings. There is a rule. So what we are going to use over here? Must not. Must not. Student must not leave the classroom before the bell rings. So this way we have completed this exercise, which was based on prohibition. Prohibition, as we discussed, must not is used for the rules, and where is showing our duty, there we are supposed to use ought not to. This way we have completed our exercise.